Hey, welcome back for another video. Going to be replacing the mirrors today with the flip-up style tow mirrors. I bought these off of Amazon, and the packaging is really nice. I like how they put the foam in here to protect them. There we go. And then they're wrapped up pretty nice. I've already inspected these just to make sure they're not damaged, and I recommend you do the same when they come in the mail, no matter where you order them from. And we got a couple of plug-ins here because these are heated mirrors, and they have the I think it's called like a puddle light, the little LED light on the bottom when you unlock it or whatever. All right. And the style that came on this truck, they have the same light here. They are heated as well. And they also have the option for power folding. I don't believe the ones that I have that I just bought, I don't think they have the power folding option, but that's really not a big deal. All you got to do is just either get out and flip them in or... All right, pretty simple tools list for today's job. Number 3 Phillips bit, a T20 bit, 10 millimeter socket, impact extension here for my gun, and then a few of your choice trim panel tools if you don't really mind scarring up the plastic too much. Okay, we're gonna start by taking these all right, it's a little plastic T20 torque screw, and then you just pop this out too. We're gonna repeat this process. If you watched my other video where I installed the speakers in the front, there's a few other of these T20 screws around the door. I won't bore you to death with that. Next thing is to pop out this little plastic panel. You can see I've already gouged mine pretty good, but I just use a flathead screwdriver. That's going to expose this number 3 Phillips head screw. We'll just go ahead and get that out of there right now. And then next what we can do is pop up this controller here. Once you get it free, just lift it up on out of there and disconnect your harnesses. Before you do that, make sure to get your window rolled down. That way you can, I'll show you what. Get your screwdriver in here, pop that out, and squeeze it. And then you can remove this piece. Remove this plastic piece right here. Now you can lift up on your door panel. Before we do that, probably want to remove this too. It's the same thing, get a tool in behind it, pry it off there, just pops out. Now you can remove your door panel just by lifting up on it, like so. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about with your little door panel screws. It's just a couple of pieces of plastic. This thing pops in here like that, and then your plastic screw goes on the outside and secures it in like that. And these down here are the Infinity speakers that I put in the front. They actually discontinued making these because I wanted to get a pair for the back, and that's the video I did earlier. I put JBLs in the back. But these are really nice speakers. All right, moving on to what's important. We have this wire coming in from our mirror, and we're just going to follow it down to right here, and it's connected in 2 spots. And there's just a few Christmas trees holding it in place here. You can probably pop those out if you're careful about it. All right, for that one up there, I just kind of lifted out this way on it and it came out of there. These are your 3 10mm bolts. There's one over here, one here, and one here. And this is why you want to have your window down. All right. There. All right, here's a side-by-side comparison for you. Pretty similar. The only difference here, see if I can get back a little bit, is these studs are almost an inch, and the ones from your OEM mirror are like 5/8 of an inch. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit while I'm got the mirrors off with some alcohol here. Okay, feed the wire through. You can get a couple of nuts in your hands like this. I don't know if it sounded very appropriate. But feed it through. Go ahead and thread on a couple. And I think that's the one I was worried about. I don't see any type of mark here or anything. Tighten them down a little more. So I'm just gonna fashion something here with the zip tie. Just like that. Now it's just a matter of plugging it in down here. Black one in the top. And the white one in the bottom. I guess they're in there. I didn't hear a notable click. But now would be a good time to test the mirrors, just to make sure everything works. So we'll just plug in our door controller here. Get the ignition on. All right, let's see what works, what doesn't work. So this is the left mirror. Alright, the left mirror works good. Oh, sorry about the music. Let me turn it down. And last thing I'm going to check is make sure the heated portion works, which would be right here. And this will take a while, but I think I should be able to feel the mirror and make sure that it's getting warm. All right, most important thing here is make sure that this harness is fed through here and that you line up your door lock. And just give a tug around the door. Make sure it's seated good. And first thing I'm going to do, plug my door control back in. Get this back down in there. Alright, the accessory T20 screws are in. I actually don't know what they're called, but I don't really care. I'm gonna pop this back in. And don't forget the number 3 Phillips head screw at this point. This little panel here. This trim piece back on. Close the door and see what it looks like. Nice. They feel pretty rigid. So far everything works. I'm pretty happy with it. I believe these are like 145 bucks. Anyway, I'm kind of a cheap ass, so I went this route. Just some important things to note. Make sure you test everything once you get it hooked up. I'm gonna do the same with the other side. Anyway, that about wraps it up for this video. On the next video, gonna be installing the airbags in the rear. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.